Todd VanDenburg here with VanDenburg Capital Management and the Uncommon Sense Update. Greetings and thanks for watching. So last week the markets had another decent week. The Dow and the S&P were up marginally, the NASDAQ up a little over 1%, all positive. And as we talked about in last week's video, the indexes are not necessarily going to show individual investors what they're going to get, but it is a good indication of the general direction of people's investments in the market. So we're very happy with the positive performance. What also came out last week that was positive is that the gross domestic product number in the U.S. Is anticipated to have grown 3% in the third quarter of 2017. Now, that's pretty cool because in the second quarter it was at 3.1%. So that's two consecutive quarters over 3%, and that hasn't happened in quite a while. Now, keep in mind the third quarter GDP number can be amended. And likely will be. It will be amended up or down. So we'll see where it ends up, but still a very positive sign. But what I do want to spend a couple of minutes on, maybe a minute and a half, is what is the GDP? So a lot of people don't know that GDP means it's sort of a combination of consumer spending, government spending, business investment, business spending, and then the net of exports minus imports. And the two pieces I want to focus on right now are government spending and consumer spending, because during the financial crisis, we've had pretty anemic GDP growth, but government spending was up substantially, and so the government spending sort of propped up our GDP. And what's notable in the current GDP number is that consumer spending and business spending was up substantially, whereas government spending was actually down a little bit. So what that means is that the economy is causing GDP growth, not government spending, because as we all know, the government doesn't make any money. It takes money from you, takes money from me, and then it redistributes it in some other way, helpful or not, but it doesn't actually create any money. And so businesses create money. You and I create money, but the government doesn't. So it's really positive to see that the GDP number has gone up because of business spending and consumer spending. So we'll see how these numbers pan out in the coming months, but two consecutive months of 3%, two consecutive quarters of 3% GDP growth, very positive. We'll continue to watch it. We think you should too. That's your moment. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.